with a warm smile. Welcome, dear friends. Today we embark on a profound journey through the teachings and words of Jesus Christ. His message of love, compassion, and forgiveness has touched millions of lives and continues to inspire people around the world. Join us as we explore the wisdom and miracles of Jesus and how his teachings can transform our lives. One of the most famous teachings of Jesus is found in the Sermon on the Mount, where he shared the Beatitudes. These blessings are a guide to living a life that pleases God. The Beatitudes are not just blessings, but a call to live with humility, mercy, and a pure heart. They remind us that true happiness and fulfillment come from following God's ways. Section 2, Parables of Jesus. Jesus often taught in parables, simple stories with profound spiritual lessons. Let's delve into a few of these timeless parables.
A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him.
The parable of the Good Samaritan teaches us the importance of compassion and loving our neighbors, regardless of their background or circumstances.
There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So he divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had, set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, there was a severe famine in that whole country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him to his fields to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, he said, "How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' So they began to celebrate.
The parable of the prodigal son is a powerful illustration of God's unconditional love and forgiveness. It reminds us that no matter how far we stray, God is always ready to welcome us back with open arms. Jesus performed many miracles, demonstrating his divine power and compassion. These miracles were not just acts of wonder, but signs of God's kingdom breaking into the world.
Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me.
Receive your sight. Your faith has healed you.
The blind man rejoices as his sight is restored. Through his miracles, Jesus showed that faith in him brings healing and transformation.
We have only 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish.
Father, thank you for your provision.
Jesus breaks the bread and distributes it to the crowd, and everyone is satisfied. The miracle of feeding the 5,000 teaches us about God's abundant provision and the importance of sharing what we have with others. Jesus' teachings were revolutionary, challenging the status quo and calling people to a higher standard of love and righteousness.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments.
The greatest commandment emphasizes the importance of love in our relationship with God and with each other. It is the foundation of all moral and spiritual laws.
So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets.
The Golden Rule is a simple yet profound principle that guides us to treat others with kindness and respect. The ultimate expression of Jesus' love and sacrifice is found in his passion and resurrection. Let's journey through these pivotal events.
This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you.
The Last Supper instituted the Holy Communion, a reminder of Jesus' sacrifice for our salvation.
In deep agony, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done.
In the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus demonstrated his obedience and submission to God's will, even in the face of immense suffering.
Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing.
Jesus' crucifixion is the ultimate act of love and forgiveness, offering redemption to all humanity.
He is not here. He has